Hi there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Andrea and I love the Pilates method of exercise. Today I have a morning armchair workout for you, and this is a Pilates Arm Chair built by Gratz Pilates. And perhaps you may not have seen or used this piece of apparatus. And this piece of apparatus is really wonderful because it has this place where you can get feedback for all of your back. We're going to do some exercises where your back is going to be attached to the chair. And the springs that are used on this chair are very lightweight. So this whole apparatus encourages you to use all of the things that are against the back of this chair, which is your center, your powerhouse, all the muscles of your buttocks and your trunk, and to minimize the use of the shoulders, the extremities, and sort of peripheral muscles to make everything really emanate from your center. And all the exercises we're going to do in this morning workout are exercises we do elsewhere in the system. Here, they're really, you'll see they give a really good help and feedback to the body. And off camera, I have a mirror that I'm looking in as I do these exercises, and I would encourage you to use your armchair in the same manner because you can kind of be your own teacher in a certain regard, and I'll mention those things as we come to them. So let's get started. You're gonna sit on this chair just like you would sit with control anywhere else in the studio. And I'm looking in the mirror, and I want to use the frame of this apparatus behind me to center myself within it. So I'm just making sure that the white of the chair frames my body pretty symmetrically, actually very symmetrically, and that my feet are both pointing forward, my knees are over my feet, and I'm going to have my feet in this position during the exercises for some exercises, and I have an alternate position for my feet as well, and we'll talk about that too. The first thing I'm going to do, because I can feel already that some of my back is willing to go to the chair, and some of it is kind of like not really there, which is not news to me, but it's kind of, so I'm going to sort of see a little bit more clearly what's going on back there. So I'm going to round forward, I'm going to push on the floor, pull my stomach in, and I'm going to roll up the chair, just keeping my upper body relaxed, and I'm just going to notice like kind of what goes where, what goes quietly, what doesn't want to touch the chair. And I like to do this way of getting into it. I'm going to take these things away. I like to do this way of getting into it so that I can kind of see over time how my back is that day. Okay, so the most important thing to keep against the chair is this part of the back. And I can push into my feet, I can pull my stomach in, and as long as that stays in place, then I can really try to get the upper back to form the shape of that straight shape behind me. Okay, so this is how I'm going to try to stay for the first few exercises. The first exercise is boxing. And as I'm looking in the mirror, when I box, I want to see that handle horizontal. And if you have one handle that doesn't like to be horizontal and you insist by watching yourself and correcting, you'll feel kind of what happens in your back and shoulder and your muscles that is, you're helping yourself by keeping the handle horizontal. So I'm going to do about 10 sets of boxing. Pull my stomach in and punch, and punch, and punch, and punch. One more set. And now I'm going to make some circles. So I'm going to stretch my arms out. The spring kind of can set my shoulder kind of against the back of the chair. And then I'm going to make teeny tiny circles at first. We're trying to make the muscles in the back support the work of the arm. So I'm making a teeny tiny circle so that the shoulder is compliant to stay pretty still. Yes, and I'm watching because I have one handle that doesn't like to be horizontal. And as you get more proficient and you feel like the muscles on your back are working, you can make those circles a little bit bigger. And I like to feel like my waistline is trying to reach all the way up to where that handle is. We have a wonderful exercise in Pilates called the stomach massage, and this position is kind of one of the exercises where you're sitting sort of like this and reaching forward, and you want to feel like that reach stays in there the whole way around that circle. Because eventually we're going to do a little bit more. And then I'll go the other way because I don't think I did yet. I'm going to put my feet together actually. I'm going to scoot them forward. And then I'm going to relax. So we did the boxing, the small circles, and now we're going to do 4 of the rowing exercises that we usually do on the reformer. And the reformer, you don't get to sit against anything, so it's hard to tell what your back is doing. Well, here, the spring is lighter, your back is supported, and so it's a really, really nice place to do the rowing series for yourself, also to introduce them for the first time. So here we go. We're going to start with rowing 3, which is called from the chest. And you're going to press out. Here's your reach again. And then just keep the same kind of reach going on all the way up. And once you get all the way up, you're going to push on your feet, pull your stomach in, and try to get taller as your arms reach out to the side and downward. And then we're going to do it twice more. Pull the stomach in, pull the stomach in, all the way up. And then lift. Once more. Lift. Now we're going to use another foot position. This one is usually used for all of the exercises. I kind of like this pressing into the floor because you get something very, very supportive to push into, and I feel like that helps me. But this position is what you're aiming for eventually. The soles of your feet are pressing together, and you're really trying to press all of the toes, the bottom of your foot, everything pressing together, the inner thighs, the bottom. And now we're going to do rowing from the hip. Pull your stomach in. Now the chair is going to move. This is the best feature of this chair, or one of the features, I should say. And then if you're familiar with the exercise swan on the barrel, you're going to roll yourself up just like you would roll up off the barrel. The chair will return with control, and then you're going to press your feet together, lift your stomach, and reach out to the side. We're going to do 2 more. Pull your stomach in. Reach from way down in the lower back. And then press and reach. 1 more. And then I'm going to go back to this position for the next exercise, which is just shave. So you want to feel like your thumbs, your forefingers, and your elbows all stay in a straight line. And if they can't stay in a straight line when they're back here, if your elbow doesn't want to play along, you can move your hands a little more toward the top of your head. Pull your stomach in and press on the floor, straighten your arms, and return. And I'm still all the while looking to keep that handle horizontal. We're going to do 5. And now you're going to open your arms and we'll do the hug. Now the handle is going to be vertical. I'm just going to adjust my handle for a moment. Pull your stomach into the back of the chair and then reach out to the side forever. Pull your stomach in. So this is still that reaching element. Now you're just making it a hug. And you're going to keep that reaching element as your arms go away from each other. You're not going to lose the stomach. Pull your stomach in, and then sit tall and slowly open. 1 more. Pull the stomach in, slowly open. Last time. Pull the stomach in, slowly open. And now we're going to do a little finishing exercise. It feels to me like it's sort of a spine stretch forward kind of exercise. It's going to take us into that same position that we were in for the rowing 4 from the hip, where the chair back moves. And mainly you want to make sure you don't think too much, you just want to breathe and move. So I'm going to put my feet again in this position. I'm going to roll my back up the chair, because I've been wiggling. And I'm going to take a big breath in, and I'm going to exhale as I go forward. Keep your hands a little further apart so that the spring doesn't hit the chair behind you. Then I'm going to inhale, roll back up with control, and bring my arms down again. So now we're going to move. Big breath in. Yeah, so inhale here, now exhale, 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 exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do 2 more. And just kind of try not to let the chair land too hard. And then that's enough. Thank you so much for watching. If something brought up a question, leave me a comment below. And thank you. I am so happy to have you on this Pilates journey. And I wish you well. Bye. And sit as tall as you can. And then blow your air out and reach as far as you can. Pull your stomach in. Sit up very tall. Exhale, exhale. Crush the stomach in. Go as far as you can. When you can't exhale, inhale again.